Hey, how's it going? My name is Fred. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys today about kind of trying to what I've been doing to try to work on my business. So, what I do is I like to try to write things down so I can kind of get an idea of what I want to do for my clients as they come through the door. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and walk you through my thought process. Want to see what you guys think about it, how we can try to build on it, and maybe fine tune things to try to get things to work a little bit more manageable, a little bit more streamlined, so that the client gets the best experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up, go to the whiteboard. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about my workflow. So this is the workflow that I have for my company. Again, uh, I've been in business for 19 years now. Um, well, I've been doing credit repair for 19 years. Been in business since 2011. So about 8 years I've been in business. Where I've actually been doing things the right way. Before I didn't know what I didn't know because I didn't have Facebook groups, I didn't have YouTube like that back in the day. So this is how I came to learn things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this a little closer. Hopefully you guys can see it. Um, get my chair out the way. Okay. So the first thing I do is when a client comes in as a lead, they fill out the form. Okay. Go ahead and see if I can. Okay. So they fill out the form. They want to know more information. I use Credit Repair Cloud as my software of choice. Um, Fill out, I want more information. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a call loop recording so that when they sign up, I'm going to set up a time to call them to let them know, welcome. Welcome to my company. I want to go ahead and get you the information you need. I want to give them acknowledgement. I want to acknowledge that they've started their services with us, um, as far as getting more information and what we can do for them and how we can do things for them. I'm going to get them set up on an email. So I'm going to set up their email marketing. I have this set up through Active Campaign. Um, so this is how I get my information out to my clients via email. I don't use the other. I used to use Aweber. Use Aweber for years. Um, my needs have changed. Active Campaign was a better way for me to go. Okay. And finally, text message. I want to thank them for taking the time to get signed up with us, even though it's just wanting more information. But we want to make sure we get them the information that they need. So I want to thank them for becoming a lead, and I want to provide a Acuity link to answer any further questions that they might have. That way we can get them on the schedule. We can go over and talk about any specific questions that they might have in regards to our services and how we may be able to benefit them. Because not everybody qualifies, as we know. So we want to be able to try to give them that information. Okay. Once the person comes as a client, we're going to switch things up. We're going to gear it in a different direction. So when they get started with services with us, what we're going to do is we want to, one, we're going to set the expectations. We want to make sure that the client knows what to expect, what we're going to do for them, and what we need them to do for us, because this is a two-way street. We all know that credit repair doesn't fix 100% of a credit report. The only thing that we're worried about is trying to fix inaccuracies. That's only 35% of the score. Inaccuracies, we could try to get late payments removed, things like that. But again, that's only 35%. We still have to focus on the education, um, and the education will come through a series of emails that we send out with videos, okay, on education, on how credit works, how we can help benefit them with our services. Okay, so as we go through the expectations that we want to build for our client, we want to go through our thought process with them so that they have an understanding of how our company works. Okay, first thing, credit building and possible funding program. Okay, this is very crucial to many of the clients that come into our program. I don't know about you guys, but when they come into our program, 9 out of 10 clients, they need credit rebuilding. Okay, they need to be able to figure out credit utilization. So we're going to push and push and push on our clients to let them know that this is needed and it's mandatory if you want a better score. Okay. Next thing is budgeting to best work with our program. Okay. A lot of times, as we all know, clients will fall in and out um, because they don't have their budget set up right. You know, one, their credit monitoring isn't getting paid, and two, we're not getting paid. So if we can't get paid, we can't do the work for them. So we want to make sure that we set that expectation to budget their, take their budget into accountability and make sure that they're doing what's needed to be able to afford the services. Next, setting up auto payments on all their accounts. So we're going to go ahead and teach them to try to avoid being late in the future. We want to teach them, hey, listen, what we recommend you do right now is you get started, and we want you to go ahead and get your payments set up on automation. Okay, what is automation? Bill pay, or directly through the creditor, where you can make a payment based on minimum payment or whatever it is. You know, if they have a set amount that they like to pay every month, might be over the minimum. So they just want to make the minimum payment. What we always suggest is at least make the minimum payment. If you want to make more, send another payment. Okay. Next thing, debt snowball versus debt avalanche. We go ahead and go over that information with them. We let them know what the difference between the two, why we will do one versus the other, you know, the pros and cons of each. So it kind of gives them an idea of how they want to tackle it. We just want to make sure that they tackle it, and which way they tackle it, it's completely up to them. Sometimes doing a debt snowball, you're going to pay a little bit more money, but at the same time, you're going to be able to um, see the things getting knocked out quicker, which will eventually make you want to do more. Okay. Files processed every 35 to 40 days. We want to let them know that when we send out a dispute, we allow time for mail, and then the 30 days that the bureaus have to investigate that particular item. Okay, so we want to make sure that we present that to them so that they know, hey, it's going to take 35 to 40 days. Um, we let them know that the bureaus have 30 days, like I said, to conduct their investigation. Okay. Throughout this process, we have a lot of automation set up with our services. So we let them know, hey, you're going to be receiving phone calls, text messages, emails. We're going to notify you every so often just to make sure that you understand that we're still in the ball game. We're still reviewing what's going on with your reports, what's going on with your credit. We want to make sure that you're following up with your mail, making sure you check your mail, open up the envelopes to see exactly what you received, because we need to get that information as quickly as possible. Um, that way, when you get the information, we're able to know how we can go ahead and combat our next round, how we can go ahead and put that together. Okay, so this is just some of the workflow that we have. I have only set on one. I ran out of room, so I didn't have room to go over anything else. Um, but right now, we're in the process of, me and my company, we're in the process of changing some things around. We're going to be redoing our voice blast as far as when they go out, what they're saying, and things like that. Um, so the thing that I highly recommend right here, setting that expectation with your client, that's going to be very, very, very important for you. It's going to help you in the long run. Um, as long as you set that expectation, I think you guys will be good to go. I mean, yeah, you'll have the one or two people, or the twos and fews, who are going to complain no matter what you do, no matter how much you do for them. So um, this is where we're starting. We're also in the process of doing our money back guarantee. What I'll do is I'll discuss that with you as far as how we're going to put that together. We're still going over some things with the attorneys to make sure that the verbiage is correct. Once we get that information, we'll roll that out. Just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. If you guys have any questions or want to talk about some things, love to get on a video with you guys and try to you know bring things together. I told you this is what we're trying to do for 2019. So if that's you, you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out, comment below if you have things you want to talk about. Love to discuss it. That being said, thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and we'll talk soon.